Do you know what India is spending on when it comes to food? Yes, you guessed it right. India is spending more on milk and on vegetables and fruits. Now, this is not us, but the latest Household Consumption Expenditure Survey that reveals the data. And it was conducted by the National Sample Survey Office. So what else did the data show? Let's find out. With rising incomes, people are spending less on food. But this is not what is surprising. But what grabs our attention in this data is the kind of food that people are now spending on. Number one, there has been a dip in consumption of cereals. The share of cereals and pulses within overall food consumption expenditure has reduced both in rural and urban areas. Now, for instance, this table on your screens shows the consumption of cereals in rural India, which once stood at 37.42%, and it is at 10.59% in 2022-23. Another data shows what urban India eats. In 1999-2000, people consumed cereals, and that data was at 25.78%, whereas in 2022-23, the consumption dipped to 9.29%. Milk intake was more. The share of spending on milk has increased so much so as to overtake that of cereals and pulses combined in 2022-23. The same goes for fruits and vegetables. Foods high in micronutrients, vitamins and minerals were consumed more. Now, for instance, let's go back to the table. 19.6% of rural India consumed vegetables and fruits in 2022-23 as compared to rural India in 1999-2000, which was merely at 13.29%. Now, in urban India, a similar pattern emerged. In 2022-23, around 19.43% of consumption was of vegetables and fruits, whereas in 1999-2000, it was only at 15.71%. There was a growing share of the consumer rupee which was going to eggs, fish and meat. And there is a clear preference among Indian consumers for animal proteins over plant proteins. Indians are spending more on processed foods, beverages and purchased cooked meals. Now, this trend is consistent with the so-called Engel curve hypothesis, which was named after the 19th century German statistician Ernst Engel. It broadly states that as income grows, households spend a smaller proportion than that on food. Even within food, they would buy more superior and less inferior items. In this case, cereals, sugar and pulses are inferior, while milk, fish, meat, fruits and vegetables, beverages and processed foods are superior. Now, whether the spending is due to higher inflation will be known when the detailed survey report comes out.